Alright guys, today I am going to be making pomegranate jelly. We had bought some pomegranate juice for drinking, and we just didn't drink it. So I decided that I would make some jelly out of it. That's probably our favorite of all the jellies anyway. So I am going to use some Pamonas pectin and make a low sugar jelly out of this pomegranate juice. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to measure and see how much is here. That's 4. Alright, so that's about 5 cups. I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat on and get that boiling. About 1.5 cups of sugar. Yeah, about 1.5 cups. The nice thing is too, if I can taste it after it gets dissolved in there and see if it's sweet enough for me. If not, I can add some more. Alright, and I believe the recipe actually calls for 4 cups of juice. It calls for 4 teaspoons of the pectin, and I have found that I don't need near that much. I'm only going to put 2. I'm going to put it in my sugar so I can mix it up real well so it doesn't clump up when I dump it in the juice. I'm just waiting for that to get nice and hot. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put my 2 teaspoons of calcium water. I think I've told you guys before that the Pamonas pectin works off of calcium, whereas your sure gels and those types work from sugar, which is why you're able to control how much sugar you use when you use a Pamonas pectin recipe. So this is my calcium water. When you buy it, it comes with the powder, and then it comes with a little packet of calcium that you mix with water. It tells you how much to mix it with. You mix it, just put it in a jar, and you keep it stored in the refrigerator, and it will last a very, very long time. So anyway, for this recipe I'm going to put 2 teaspoons. I believe the recipe calls for 4 teaspoons of the powder. Calls for 3 or 4 teaspoons of the calcium. It says that 3 teaspoons makes a softer set, 4 teaspoons makes a firmer set. But as I said, I have found that most of my stuff is coming out way too firm. So I'm going to try 2 teaspoons and see what that does. And it also calls for 4 teaspoons of lemon juice. And this is the lemon juice that I just made on a previous video. Alright, I'm going to make sure that this pectin powder is mixed in the sugar very well. Alright, that has come to a rolling boil, so I'm going to add my sugar. Alright, and return that to a boil. Alright, so it came to a full boil and I took it off the heat. Now I'm going to fill my jars that I already washed. And you will notice how thin this is going in. But as I told you before, usually by the next day it is set. They say it can take up to 2 weeks, but I have never had it take that long. I gotta switch sides. I'm right-handed, so that was kind of awkward for me. Alright, I'm going to let that come to a boil, and then I'm going to process for, I think the recipe says 10 minutes. I'm probably going to go closer to 15, and then I'll pull them out. We'll see what they look like. Alright, there we have it. And we'll take a look at these tomorrow and see how well they've set up, see if we can tell the difference. Right now, I don't know if you can see it, but they are still very runny. So, anyway, like I said, we'll look at them tomorrow, see how they are. Even though it looks so runny, when I put it in the jars, it did set just fine.